So season 12 is here, and wow, this has been pretty intense and all over the place so far. While browsing the interwebs, came across a video by Thotechtical running Shadow Dragonite, Steelix with Psychic Fangs, and Dunsparce. I actually powered up a Dunsparce for the Johto Cup last season. I ran it on my Twitch stream. By the way, you should definitely consider checking out my Twitch stream. If you've seen some of my live battles I've posted to YouTube, those are actually from my streams. But yeah, I got a 5-0 with this team, and I just wanted to show how fun this team really is. So let's just jump into the battles. If you like content like this, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so in this very first match, we're gonna get met with a Scrafty from our opponent, and we don't really need to do much different here than we would without Superpower. So, I mean, a Superpower would obviously really hurt the Scrafty, but the thing is, we are Shadow Dragonite, and we are still going to take a lot of damage once we start dropping our defenses, and it's kind of better to just throw Dragon Claw because it still does a decent amount of damage, and we do end up securing the lead there. They bring in Politoed, we actually bring in Dunsparce as a safe swap, and the real question is Dunsparce better now that it has Rollout? I would say that this team that Tho was messing around with has definitely plays to the strengths of what Dunsparce could offer to your line. So as you can see here, we're hitting this Aridus pretty hard with a Rock Slide, even though we are a Dunsparce. I mean, it is a normal type. We don't have any real super effective stab moves. We don't really have any real resistances aside Ghost. And yeah, that's kind of just how it is. I'd say Dunsparce is decent because it's kind of spammy and it is kind of like mediocre, tanky, bulky. It's like a very average Pokemon, but I think it does in a lot of ways have a lot of power in the Open Great League if you play it to the strengths of your team comp. So here we end up just kind of farming down this Politoed with Dragonite. So that was a pretty solid start to this set. So this next match we get a freaking Niantic. I was like really shocked to see that, but I mean, I have not really looked too much into the Niantic buff yet, but they end up bringing in Altaria, and this is just amazing for us because I can just essentially farm this down, and this is looking really good. I love the Steelix trapping Altaria because you can just save your shields and build up a lot of energy. They bring in this Jellicent, we get off a Psychic Fang, and by the way, Psychic Fang addition to Steelix this season is so good because Dragon Tail damage just tends to chunk away at most things in the Open Great League. So yeah, this team really shows off a lot of the new move changes, and I think they synergize pretty well together as like at the same time. But we get an Altaria lead here, and we're gonna definitely throw Dragon Claw, get a shield, and I'm gonna actually safe swap to my Steelix, knowing that they have to kind of switch out, but for whatever reason they're staying in, and I'm just gonna go straight for a farm down if they're gonna stay in. They end up bringing in their Swampert, and I just get a straight Earthquake thinking they're not gonna shield, which is exactly what ends up happening. This is really good because now we can actually commit a shield against the Swampert and farm it down and remove it with Dragon Tail. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, you wouldn't really think Steelix is going to be a Swampert, but in certain scenarios it actually can. So in this next match, we do end up being a Stunfisk lead, and understand we could actually safe swap probably out, but at the same time, because now Dragonite has the Superpower, I decided to just stay in. My opponent makes a great switch, but I think at the same time they weren't really too sure what move I was throwing. They end up shielding a Superpower, which is the irony of it all, right? Like they're trying to catch a Superpower, but then they panic and still shield. This is good for me, like I said a little bit earlier, because that looked horrible because they caught a move which just is bad for me. Let's just put it out there. But this is good because now I just get a straight farm down. Sorry for hitting my mic. I get straight farm down, have all this energy, 2-to-1 shields, and now I can just kind of like throw nuke. They bring in Swampert here, which I was not expecting. And at this point, I'm like, oh, this is going to be very difficult because, like I was saying a little bit earlier, Dunsparce is rock. Well, I didn't say this specifically, but rock ground is just great coverage in Pokemon in general. It has a really great offensive coverage. So that's why Dunsparce has a lot of viability. It's a neutral, kind of like generalist that can hit with really strong typing. But the thing is, it's just, as you're seeing here, the drill runs are doing like around like 40-ish, a little bit more percentage of health. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. I tried to do a sack swap, did not work. And at this point, I am like, okay, they have a Hydro Cannon. I have to just take a move. But look at this. We can actually live a Rock Slide here. And I'm thinking like, wait, can I actually win this battle? Knock out the Stunfisk. In comes Swampert. And I actually can farm it down to barely 1 HP in a Dream. Insane battle. That sold me on Dunsparce a little bit. I was like, wow. I need to stop bumping my mic there. Sorry about that. But yeah, honestly, I love Dunsparce, and I love to see that it actually can kind of get some play. And a lot of Altaria in this set, as you can see as well. So, I wonder if it's because of the Welrin, I guess, nerf. Is it really a nerf, though? Anyways, this Victini, I guess I could have shielded the V-Create. I actually wasn't even, like, really sure. Like, I'm like, what is it going to throw a fire move? I have no idea what Victini even has in this game. I've never looked at Victini in Pokemon Go. But anyways, yeah, that happened. And bringing in Dunsparce. And this is actually kind of scary to me. I was like, crap, I don't know if I can even win this battle now. I was confident I could knock out Altaria with a Rock Slide. But I was like, can I one-shot a Toxicroak with a Drill Run? I was not too sure. So I actually tried to undertap the Altaria, knowing that the Dragon Breath isn't as lethal to me as counter. Make sure I can get up on... I was trying to build up a little bit more than one, just in case I needed to throw 2, and as you can see, one Drill Run just knocks out Toxicroak there. GG's. And as you can see here, that is a 5-0 set. I had a lot of fun trying out this team, and I definitely suggest you try this team out. I don't know, it's hard to say what's going to happen with Great League, but I just like that I can finally play something a little bit different and it doesn't feel so insane. Yeah, but thanks for checking out the video. If you liked it, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. It really does help my content reach a wider audience here on YouTube. With that being said, the Sass Squad is getting stronger each and every day. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one.